That was a beautiful life and money conversation. It was all focused on meditation. What is meditation and how can I learn? We had this amazing human being. His name is Jai Kith. He was a monk for 10 years and living in monastery. And he joined us just out of the goodness of his heart, literally, to really just be able to add value and share his learnings of meditation, what it is and what it's about. And he answered a whole bunch of questions, both before and after a meditation, which has literally allowed people to practice how to clear a lot of the thoughts from the subconscious mind, which are stopping us from being able to enjoy the purity and love of our being and of our source. He spoke about how we have our conscious mind, which is full of thoughts and it's all murky and muddy. We have our subconscious mind, which has even more. And the subconscious mind is what filters everything that we see throughout life and everything that we experience and everything that we feel. And the more that subconscious mind is allowed to kind of just take over, then the less experience we have of the beauty and love and the joy and everything and the bliss that we can have in this world and this experience of life. And so if at the end of the day you want to be able to enjoy life more, then you got to start clearing some of that subconscious so that the joy can come in rather than just negativity and just this pessimistic experience, because our minds are trained to focus on what's wrong and to survive and to clear things out. And we keep focusing on these beliefs and these thoughts that we keep building. And what Jai shared is that simply all we need to do is just allow the light to shine through. And the way we do that is by waiting and creating space and closing our eyes or staring off into the distance if that feels more comfortable, and just allowing the thoughts to come. And when the thoughts come up, you just let them go. Another one comes up, you let it go. And another thought comes up, you just let it go. And then over time, that starts clearing the subconscious. You don't push it down or push it away. That's a bad meditation because it's just going to come up another time. It's not going to be fruitful for you or for anyone else. And all we need to do is just recognize that it's there, label it, and make it your friend. Be kind to yourself, because that's the whole game. The whole game is that when a thought comes up and your mind wanders, you identify it, you label it, you thank it for being there, and you let it go. And that might sound fluffy, and it might sound stupid or weird, but if you continue to persist with this and you practice this form of meditation for at least 30 minutes, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour per day, at least 5 days per week, preferably towards the beginning of the day, you will see your life change. And it might not change instantly. It might not be immediate, but it may very well, Jai, in a couple of years. So Jai shared that at his monastery, they said, you're not allowed to compare yourself to anyone else. You can't even compare yourself to a week ago or to 10 years ago. The only person you can compare yourself to is how you were 2 years ago. So if you're practicing meditation, how were you 2 years ago? And most people in our society don't stick to something for more than 2 weeks, let alone 2 years. But if you persist to something, continue to persist with a practice like this for 2 years, of literally 30 minutes of meditation a day, where all you're doing, it's nothing fancy. You just observe your breath and you just bring yourself back. Every time the thought comes up, you let it go and you bring yourself back for 30 minutes a day. And after 2 years, you'll be able to start experiencing more bliss, more joy, more beauty, and everything that you'd really love from life. So if that interests you, you're welcome to practice it. If you'd like to get a recording of the conversation, which I think is really beautiful and really fruitful, I've already received a whole bunch of emails and messages from people saying how much they loved it and how much they enjoyed it. And thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Jai on. If you'd like a recording of the conversation, just let me know. Send me a message and I'll share a link with you. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. I hope that meditation becomes something that you're able to practice and brings you even more joy and love and bliss and focus and just pure enjoyment in your life. Take care.